Shemai GTA chums, the Pfister Astron is on special offer 1.1 million rather than 1.58 million, so is it worth it? I don't know, but we're going to find out today. We're going to modify it first, but this is an off-road performance video, so drop a like and a subscribe if you're into that. Nobody asked the question, how does it perform off-road, so I'm going to answer it now to nobody who's interested. But most of this video is going to be customization and driving it in the streets as well, so you might want to watch at least the first part of it, just for the crack, and to help a guy out, whatever, you know. Give me your thoughts on the car. That's what I want to know. Stock front bumper. So this is the Porsche Cayenne or Macron. You know, the Cayenne's rubbish. You know, the Macron's probably rubbish too. I'm talking 20 years ago, so maybe it's good now. But I drove the Cayenne 20 years ago and it's rubbish. So what we want for an off-road build, we want some lights. Extra lights is good. So the rally bumper, I think that's probably the one to go for. This also has some lights, the arc bumper. So we're going to go rally bumper, because we're going to need that. Those extra lights. What else have we got? Speed bumper. Doobie doobie doo. Oh, that looks nice. Whatever that is. Rally bumper again. Maybe we'll go match it. Yeah, I think we'll go rally bumper to match up with the front end. Nothing in the engine. Exhausts. All the engine upgrades have been done, don't you worry. So we got a square exhaust, just like the Macron, is that? Yeah? Oh no, it's got a double exhaust. Like that. That's the one. I'm looking at my Google image search here of what a Macron looks like. I'm trying to do it on a Macron because apparently it's a Macron rather than a Cayenne, but they're the same car to me. Maybe we'll go for that. I like the racer exhaust. That looks nice. Hood. We want to do something special. Maybe, I don't know. Secondary arrow hood. I kind of like that, maybe. Not that. Maybe, no, not in dark. These are secondary colours. Oh, GT hood looks good as well. I like that. That's a very good one. I think I'm going to go GT because it looks classic and then it'll give me more flexibility. Oh, get out. Horn, lights, liveries. Oh, this is what we're at. So we are going to put a livery on. It's not a classic build. It's an off-road build to the max. These stripes are looking all right. But, oh, this is what you might want. Maybe does the Macron have that, Porsche? I don't know. It certainly has this chubby line, Astron. So you might want to. Oh, look at that! The Olympiad, Katana green. It's a shame it doesn't follow through to the back though, so you're not going to see a lot of this. But I think that is nice. That's got to be that. That goes. Oh, maybe that one. That is ugly kind of thing, but I think that's a bit too far. It's a bridge too far. That is not as good. A bit more muted those ones. So it's going to be the Katana green. Yes. Yeah, you wouldn't put a livery on this surely. Secondary colour. We're going to go for secondary mirror. Are we even going to do any secondary stuff here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what colour yet. Plate. So fun time. We're going to have a fun time. Yellow and black. Classic. Respray. So primary colour. Chrome. No. We're going to look at all the classics because they're free. So we've already got the dark kind of sunrise. And I like that. I think it looks great. But maybe some of you guys will think it's a bit too heavy. So maybe a grey or something. That grey looks nice. It does look nice in grey, but at the back it's grey on grey, so for that reason I don't want it gold. No, not quite. Alright, let's have a cycle through. Oh, what's that? Sea green looks alright. That could be doable. Maybe too much green, too much green. No, that gasoline green. I'm going to select that for now. Because that your grey stripe sticks out, it's prominent, it goes with the green. Let's see, let's cycle through the rest and see what we've got. Oh, blue. Blue could work as well. Ultra blue, mega blue. But we're not. I think I'm going to stick with that. Gasoline green. I've not done a gasoline green one in a while. Yeah. Purple would work as well. That looks very nice. Pfister purple. So, yeah. But I think the green goes with the vents as well at the front. They stick out a bit. Secondary colour is probably black. Don't think I've changed this much. What should we do with the secondary? Do you want to do a green again? Do some more green? No. Maybe a grey. No, let's leave it as black. Let's leave it as black as a secondary. Roof. So this is a secondary roof. Oh, you get off. I didn't say that. It just did it. A secondary roof we now have. I don't know if that looks any good. No, it doesn't look good, does it? Carbon roof, secondary roof. I think I like it just as it is. Roof spoiler. Yeah, you can colour it up with the primary colours, and I think that might work. Oh, that's cheeky. That's a cheeky spoiler, primary arc spoiler. Yeah, racer. That arc looks good. I mean, these are a bit too black, aren't they? I want a coloured one, so we're going to go with the Racer Arc spoiler, I think. That's the one I wanted, yes. That is nice, I like that. Skirts. Ooh, what's on this? Arc spurs. Ooh, yeah, as if it's exciting. It's not terribly exciting, is it? I don't know. It's just more of the same business. I'm not sure. I'm seeing that. I'm not loving the skirts, really. Maybe secondary, but I don't know. It interferes with the curve of that, so I'm not primary skirts, arc skirts. Yeah, if we're going to go anything. Spoiler, we can put a spoiler on, but it loses the badge. And I think the spoiler breaks the mood of the back end. You get extra traction. We want the spoilers for an off-road build. Oh no, it's making me do it. I don't want to do it. I'm going to get the arc spoiler because you get extra traction, but I don't think it looks great at all. It looks rubbish. Sun strips. Those look pretty cool actually, the katana. Secondary or primary? We'll go primary. Let's stick with that theme. Suspension, you can lower it to the max, so we're not going to do that because it's an off-road build, and we don't want to get stuck, let's face it, at the top of Chiliad. That's what's going to happen. Wheel type. Alright, wheels here. So, unfortunately, we need to go off-road. It does not suit this build at all, this car, this SUV, and we're going to go off-road. Oh no, look at all these. They're too chubby, aren't they? They are too chubby, so we're gonna... I like the calipers that you can see through the Challengers, maybe. What, is there any cheaper ones? The Raider works as well. Raiders are classic. I'm gonna go with the Raider because it's cheap. I'm gonna replace them later, so that's why I've gone with that. Wheel colour has got to be black, I think, because I think they just look... It just shows how kind of unsuited these rims are if I go any other colour, because the black at least hides that. Midnight purple. Oh, let's go back to alloy to black. Alright, so at least it hides it. Tyres, tyre enhancements, do we want that? Oh no, we've got the bulletproof tyres. We can do all-terrain radial, but we're not going to. Windows, we can put a tinted. Normally I would put a tinted window in, but for an off-road build, I generally don't. But light smoke, maybe we'll go in between light smoke. There we go. And that's it, complete. Your build is complete. So, yeah, we should probably take it out for a little drive and see. So what does it look like on the streets? Oh, the lights are on. So the sun's come up. Let's have a look at the light. Oh, you look at that. All the lights work in the bumper. That's what we wanted to see. Fanboys. Now let's see how this beast performs. Actually, first, let's have a look on the inside, because I think you should appreciate this. The inside of the car, because unlike the Royale or whatever it's called, the Chicken Royale, what was it? The inside does suit it. I don't know if this is what the inside of a Macron looks like. I remember the Cayenne was much more chubby and leathery and kind of disgusting. Some of them had a brown look to them, they were horrible. But I think this looks really nice on the inside. So they've done a good job there. They've spent some time on that. Performance-wise, it's not blowing me away with speed. So, a bit of understeer on the corners. It's an off-roader, isn't it? It's a four-wheel driver. It's not off-road at all. Sun's just come up, so this is great. Ideal for driving around the city. Let's go and pick up a newspaper and a bottle of oat milk. That's what the old people do in these cars. Old person's car, of course, it is. Who wants to feel young? That is what the I think that's what the Macron's aimed at, because you've got a higher ride height, which funny enough is great for old people who don't need to bend down to get into cars, which becomes a particular struggle as you get older. So yeah, whoa, get out of my way, man. But easy enough to drive, yeah. A bit of understeer, like I said, but overall it's pretty forgiving, and it's four-wheel drive. So as I'll show right now, before we do our off-road bit, there we go. So overall, is it worth it for 1.1 million as a car? Customization wise, I think there's enough in it, and if you're a fan of Porsches in the form of the Macron, I hate the Macron, the Cayenne, I think all that is filth, but it does complete my Porsche collection having this. But we're not going to review it on that basis. We're going to do some off-road performance now. So first we're going to test it in the water. Basically it's going to drone, because every other vehicle in this DLC have droned so far. So let's go to that. Right, we are going to test the off-road performance here. In the water, of course. So we're going to try this. It's probably going to float and then drown. That's what's been happening to every single... Yeah, you see? Ah, there we go. That's what we wanted. Exactly. So that's what happens to every single car in this DLC. Pretty much everyone, it performs much worse in the water. So how much does that cost? We'll have a quick look. So it's absolutely useless in water. What a disgrace. Why, I know it's an SUV, but come on, 13 grand? That's not as bad as the rest, though. So there you go, useless in water. So let's test the off-road performance on these logs. I don't fancy the clearance on that, no. It's not got the ground clearance for the logs. Oh, that one. Big logs, we're alright. So we could have some ground clearance issues on the old Mount Chiliad, which is now in the dark, thanks to a caller. It was with a COVID study. They were supposed to come around at 11. They came around early. Goddamn, Arschlöcher. Nicht gut. Let's do it. Let's off-road. We're going up Chiliad and we're going to see how it performs. Yes, we actually waited until the morning to get this video in. It was all set up so perfectly. Okay, let's talk about the game. So it's really good on the upslope, very nice. I've done this in the dark already, got to be honest. Time, well, we'll see how it goes, on this one before we start commenting on time, but I'm enjoying it because it's got nice stiff suspension. It doesn't seem to tip too much. Pretty stable. And on this upslope here, where a lot of the this DLC's cars will struggle on this portion, it has, look at it, it just tears it up. I mean, that is excellent. That's as good as, like, I think it almost feels better than the Desert Raid on that bit, because the Desert Raid was doing wheel spins. So yeah, strong and stable is how this car does it. And just a shame about the water performance and the ground clearance. Otherwise, you could have an exceptional off-roader. Exceptional, good off-roader. It's not. Oh, come on. Oh no! Pay attention to the road. Don't just talk. All right. Where are we? 1 minute 13. Okay, we can do this. I'm going to go for the last time if I don't do as well, because it's got to be the best time. Got to ignore my nonsense talk. Hell, maybe I'll beat it because of practice, eh? And this bit is a tricky bit. There we go. Come on. It can do it. Don't worry. There we go. Nice. 1 minute 37. Better than the last time. Even better in the daylight. Yes. So let's have a look at other performance in comparison. So just on the Chiliad, driving up Mount Chiliad, it's better than I think every other of this DLC cars that I've tested. So it's faster than the Patriot Mil Spec, which was one of the best at 157. So that, what did I say, 137? So a good 20 seconds faster there. And also the iVagen, which was pretty impressive on the way up, but struggled right at the end, with the ground clearance. So 159 on the iVagen, which would have been better, could have been better, but wasn't. But let's put it into perspective. It's not as good as other off-roaders. The Camacho, for example, got 1 minute and 25, and the Desert Raid 1 minute 23, very much neck and neck for those two cars. And I think if the Desert Raid didn't struggle up that bit that I mentioned with the wheel spins, it would have been even faster. So overall, is it an off-road vehicle? No, it's not, but it can do off-road, specifically routes through Chiliad where you don't have any ground clearance issues, and I like that route I've just taken there. So yeah, you could compete with people on it, especially people who aren't very good at off-roading, for example, climbing Chiliad. But as far as like general off-road races, probably not. But it is pretty fast. So yeah, you could have a crack at it. Why not? Who else would buy it? Well, I think you're probably buying it for looks, really, and I think customization-wise, it does look very nice. It's not as terrible as I thought it would be, because the Porsche Cayenne, in my opinion, is a terrible car, or was a terrible car 20 years ago. So I'm really glad that it's held this representation of Porsche has upheld its reputation, at least in regards to off-road performance on the hill. But I think the water is severely lacking. Rockstar's really cocked up there with the water performance, as in every single car pretty much on this DLC has drowned when trying to ford that river. So that's very disappointing. Kind of lazy Rockstar there. So except for that, I think it would have been worth it as a purchase, even as an off-roader, as a kind of a mid-tier, I suppose, off-roader. But it's not the complete package as we expected, but it's not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. So yeah, is it worth it? Well, only you know that, because you can see the customization, what it looks like. It could well be worth it. I think you can make a nice looking car, and it is a nice looking car. I don't think it's a Porsche. This style, I don't think Porsche should make SUVs, in my opinion. But it is a nice looking SUV, you've got to agree that. Anyway, if you found this useful, drop a like and a subscribe. But thank you very much for watching, and have a great day if you are in GTA. Don't forget to drop your comments. If you have any thoughts on this vehicle, they would be most welcome. I've had a bit of a drive around in it, but maybe you've driven around more in it and have more to add, so that would be excellent if you could. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a great weekend, Sunday, and hopefully working week does not start too soon for you guys. There's only one way down, and that is not the Charlie, what's his face way. Let's smash it up then. Oh, the passenger side door is open. Oh, that's went a lot better than I expected, actually. Okay, let's see how we can get down there. Nicely, nicely, look at that. Yes. This is what all my cars look like in the end. Just for anyone who's interested. I mean, it monsters down this hill. Just trying to get it stable, and we are down. Okay, nice, nice. Pretty good control downhill. I should probably do downhill videos. Whoa. I suppose it doesn't count when you're smashing up so much. Oh, engine's gone a bit there. And we are down. How's about that then? Boys and girls. Bit of an extra nugget of fun there for you. Have a great day.